I'm ready. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to day 3 of the Eastern States Championships. This is the 3rd annual. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and we're coming to you live from Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island on Ashburton Street. 3 tours coming together to make this happen. The Predator Pro-Am Tour, Mr. Tony Robles and his lovely wife. Ride the 9 Tour, Gloria Jean and company. And also Mark Dion, whose graphics I don't have. We're into the finals. It's going to be Jayson versus Mike Dechaine. Jayson is undefeated. Only has to get to 8 to win the championships. Mike has to get to 8 before Jayson to force this race to 10. I believe that's the format. It's a modified race. Would like to thank the Tap League, Simonis Cloth, Aramis Balls, Molinari Glove, who has a booth out in Vegas, booth number 38. I understand a few people went there and mentioned that they were watching a live stream. We went down and saw Eric Kwan. We appreciate that, and we appreciate the support, because these sponsors are really making it happen. The lighting's making it happen, too. As you know, it's good on the eyes. It's LED. It's 10 times the illumination of a regular light and uses a lot less electricity. You can hang them anywhere. They're so light. Check them out. LITE-systems.com. Pay them a visit. Ask questions. We want to remind you we're going to be up at the Turning Stone in Verona, New York, August 25th through the 28th to bring you 128 strong players. Jayson on the poster, along with Karen Cohen and Rodney Morris. 128 more players will be there. We'll be there. We're wishing that you will be there also. That's the Mike Zuglin's Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour moving into the Turning Stone. $25,000 added. It's the Turning Stone Classic 26. Please make sure to check out Pat Fleming and crew at AccuStats.com. The pioneers of live streaming right there in front of you. All the stats, all the work they put in. Let's support them. They're going to bring us the U.S. Open once again. DVDs are available from the last U.S. Open. And also matches from way back in the past all the way to the present, whatever they did. Check out their library. It's very easy to go over to their website and download it. And you can check out your favorite matches right there at AccuStats.com. We want to thank Baltimore City Q's. I don't have their graphics. Shame on Upstate. I don't usually do that. Baltimore City Q's, where they bring their store to your event. That's BaltimoreCityQs.com. Focus, concentration, and endurance. Check them out at us.checkyou.com. All right, this match is just about set and ready to go. We're probably going to have Mr. Robles sit in. I'm not really sure for the finals. But we're ready to go. The intro is done. It's Jayson, Mike Dechaine, modified race. I'll be back. I need a quick break. Let the fireworks begin. Mike Dechaine, Jayson Shore. Congratulations to Sean Wilkie, taking third place. Sean Wilkie put Mike Dechaine on the B side of the chart, and then Jayson Shore put Sean Wilkie on the B side and gained the hot seat. And then Mike Dechaine eliminated Sean Wilkie to put him in third place. The rematch. Just like the rematch is going to take place August 20th right here at Snookers, McGregor, Diaz, UFC 202. Here we go. Both and all players struggling with the break here. Mike's playing the 5 ball in the side pocket. The 1 ball goes right to the side pocket where Mike tried to pocket the 5, and Jayson has an open shot. Safety called. Or it's the safety battle part of the opening game. I wonder if Jayson will attempt a jump shot here or kick the 2, or try to kick the 2 behind the 7 area. Thus far, the cue ball deflecting towards the 4. He's going to jump it. Full cue, maybe jump part of the 10 ball or masse around it. He's going to the jump cue. Those are our scorecards in the back from the set that Mike defeated Sean Wilkie. So those scorecards are not up to date yet. As you see, Eagle Eye. Getting his jump cue ready. Now, he called the 2 ball, I believe. And if Mike doesn't like this shot, he can give it back. Mike's going to take a real close look at it. I don't think Jayson's going to get it back anyway when it's this wide open. And give Sean, hold on, guys. Sean Wilkie's in the wings. Tony Robles right on the spot to watch the hit. Good hit. Okay. Wow, what a nice crisp shot that was. One nothing Mike Dechaine. As you notice on the scoreboard, you see MOD. It means modified race. Jayson Shaw has to get to 8. Mike has to get to 8 to force the race to 10. I believe so. I'm going to go up and check just to make sure. Keep an eye, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, once again, Upstate Al is definitely wrong at the modified race. It's actually 9 and 11, so Mike would have to get to 9 to force it to a race to 11. Jayson just has to get to 9 to take down the Open Pro division of the third annual EC State Championship. So it's 9 and 11. All right, he's going to be a little jacked up over the 9 ball here. Let's see how that affects Jayson Shaw. We had the opportunity to talk to Jayson about his fast tempo play, like he used to play, and we told him we noticed that he slowed down a bit, and he said, yeah. He said because sometimes when he was playing fast, he knows what he can do and that he can make the ball. Sometimes when he was playing fast, he would play so fast that he would make a mistake. So by slowing down a little bit, improved his game, and I told him that we all enjoyed the rapid play, but still he does play at a nice tempo. There it is, 1-1 between these two gentlemen. As many times as I had them on the live stream, this is the way it starts. Both players going nip and tuck, so to say, on the score, unless somebody can string racks. The problem is, right now, they can't make a ball on the break. And that's what's causing player not to string racks, is that rack right there. Jayson said that he's probably going to stick to breaking from the side, sort of like a 9-ball break, just to try to get the 1 into the side pocket, but he's noticed that the 8 and 10 have been getting tied up, or some other ball getting tied up with the 10. Let's see what he does here. See if he sticks to the middle or goes to the side break. To the side he goes. He's trying to make the 1 ball in the right side pocket. And I want to pay attention to that 10-8 or the 10-9. Well, it didn't get tied up. The 1 didn't go. But Mike Dechaine's going to come to the table with nothing to look at. We see a rollout here. Rollout to where, though? You don't want to push out towards the 6 and leave a possible carom off the 1 to the 10 or a combination. Mike double thinking this, pushing this to the rail, left side. Push out he calls. Gonna bump the 6 and stick the rock right there. Actually bring it to the long rail. And not only that, he protects the corner pocket. Well, he protected all the way. You might see Jayson call the 10 ball. He's called the 1 ball. He's called the 1 ball right in the corner pocket. Whether he's playing it off the 8 or not, I'm not sure if he has enough room there to cut it. He played it off the 8. Wow, he's tucking him in behind the 6 ball. Pretty good save. He would like to have that cue ball nudged up against the long rail behind the 6, but this will work. But it gives Jayson a window to bank into it. To kick into it. And he kicked the lower part of the 1, which is pretty good because he causes a lot of separation here. It's a good opportunity here to bank this 1 ball. Because the 2 is there. Or elect to play the 1 ball behind the 10-3 area. And play safe. Jayson's looking at that angle now. Safety called. Watch the cue ball. I think Mike's going to come out with the jump stick. He sure did. He went right back to his seat. He grabbed his jump cue. He's going to the air. Mike called the one ball in the corner on that jump shot. Wound up getting snookered behind the 7, and Jayson sure accommodates him and says, you can shoot again. Mike keeps the jump cue in hand, calls the one ball in the corner pocket up at the right-hand side corner. This time it works, and the shot on the 2 is there. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody that participated in the 3rd annual Eastern State Championships, and I want to congratulate Quack and Troy, the amateurs, in 1st and 2nd place. I think Tim got 3rd place. I want to congratulate everybody that participated. It really was a nice, smooth run event that will be back here next year. To 310. Mike looks at the 310. He must have called it. Not only called it, he made it. So Mr. Dechaine goes up 2-1. Keep in mind, it's a race to 9 or 11. Just in case you signed on and are viewing the live stream. Mike, coming from the B side, has to get to 9 before Jayson to extend it to 11. Jayson gets to 9, it's over. Whoa. Whoa. We got a little guy working on our camera up there. Oh, closer to the center of the table break. Watch the 5. Nothing. 9 ball almost gets kicked. The 2 doesn't go. Open shot on the 1. Jayson sure bounces out of his seat. Both Mike, Jayson, Sean, and everybody that played on this still haven't figured it out. Got a little bit shy on the position here on the 4 ball. He's taking a look to make sure it's frozen. He's going to spin it in the upper left-hand corner. Cue ball's going to be doing some traveling. Notice how Jayson's pointing. And that's where he wants his cue to be. To the right side of that 5 to play the 5 in the side pocket. He's got to come back, out, and across. He's not going to get there, and the 7 blocks the corner pocket. I seen Jayson cut these right into the side pocket like nothing, into that left-hand side pocket or the bottom left-hand corner. Can he do it this time? I believe he pointed to the side. I know he pointed to the right side. What pocket? I'm not sure. He's going to walk. I believe the bottom right-hand corner is his shot, and come back out just towards that spot of the 6. L to pocket the 5, and he might get this back. And if he does, he's going to play a good safe. Mike's going to see if he can play a good safe off of this. It's going to be a real testy shot here. He's going to have to play the speed of the cue ball to really hide it behind that single 6-ball that's there. Not the easiest task. And Mike knows it, and he says, Jayson, you can try it. I don't like my odds of just trying to hide you right behind the 6-ball. So Jayson's going to have to come with the speed. Puts a lot of reverse on the ball, doesn't get there, and it was Mike Dechaine wins that. Ball trickles into the side pocket, and he's got wide open table. Work, work, work. I hear this song so much since I've been here, and I'm starting to learn it. Troy is the NJ pool player, is the one that started playing this on the jukebox. He says he can't play too well because he's got to work, 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 work. There you have it. Nice little touch. Why do more than what you need to? And just get out. Mike Dechaine, the local favorite, is pushing harder and harder to extend this race. He wants to take down his championship in front of his crowd and his home room. Taking no prisoners. Four ball found in the left side pocket. Does the 1 ball stay open? It does. Cuttable. 2 ball next to the break spot near the 7. So he can cut this 1 ball in and bring the cue ball down table for a shot at the 2, either in the side or the corner pocket. Gets there. Not exactly where he wanted. He wanted a little more bounce than that. Might have to cut this up in the corner. Kind of roll it, but spin the cue ball. And just hold it to the right side of the table for the shot at the 3 in the upper left. Let's see which way Mike goes into the side pocket. And those side pockets, I kept saying it for the last 3 days. I've seen people hit those points and just not go in. Ten ball called. Karam up to 3. 10 ball called. Jayson's trailing here 3-1. If he could make this, he'd get a quick lead. Oh, he played the 3 ball. I thought he was playing the Karam. 3 ball. Sorry, folks. Thought I heard him call the 10. All right, we got Mr. Steve Goulding, the owner of Snookers, viewing the live stream down in Florida in the heat. Thank you, Steve, for everything you do, not only personally for myself, but for the game. Steve tuning in to watch his professional player that represents his room try to take down this tournament. And believe me when I tell you, Steve usually participates in this, but he had other obligations to take care of, or else he would have been here. Hall Banger comes into the chat. He says, "Are these guys pros?" That's his MO. He's beautiful. Jayson Shore, 9-ball into the corner pocket and then a 10 into the side. He's going to pull within one of Mike Dechaine. Hall Banger. You see what it says on the scoreboard? Mod. That's a modified race. Mike Dechaine's on the B side, coming from the B side, has to get to 9 to extend it to 11, and Jayson gets to 9, it'll be over. It's now 3-2, Mike Dechaine. Looks like, not sure if Mike's taking a break or, oh, he just walked over to one of the waitresses. I guess he wants a bottle of water or something. Jayson trying to freeze him up. Jayson said that the table's been very hard to rack, and at freezing the balls, as we have a little guy up on the catwalk playing with the camera focus. Here we go. Wow, he's breaking from the rail this time. Watch the 4-5. This is going to be hard. Man, he slammed it. The 5 found the side pocket, but failed to go in. Man, did he hit that hard. I'd like to have a clock, a radar gun on that one. Hall Banger always does that tip. No, these guys are not pros. This is, who's this playing here? This is Paul Newman and Jackie Gleason. You're watching the movie The Hustler. Wow. Severe English. It's like having a thunderstorm the way you hit it. And a bottle of water from the waitress arrives. Touchy shot. And that's why they're touchy. Mike knows these side pockets are brutal. They're so brutal. And when Sean Wilkie was playing safe and accidentally overcut one of the 1-balls, it went right in the side. We couldn't believe the angle that it went in at, because they're so touchy like that. I mean, you really got to hit it perfect. You got to earn those side pockets if you're going to play that shot. Jayson waving his hand off to say, what did I just do? I wanted to get down a little bit lower, of course. But I think he's going to attempt to cut this in. 5-ball in the corner. They don't call him Eagle Eye for nothing. Watch the 10. Wow. And Jason's more or less back in line now. You know, you're potentially looking at two players that, oh, the miscue, but the make of the 9 ball. Jayson looks down real quick at the 10 to say, gee, I got to now attempt to cut you in. You're potentially looking at two Mosconi Cup members right here, one for Europe and one for the USA. So this is like a so-called Mosconi Cup singles, right? Could be. Shot. What a shot. He can come with it when he needs to come with it. It's 3-3, just as predicted. This is going to come down to the wire. Talking about coming down to the wire. It's the rematch. That's right. Saturday, September 20th, Diaz versus McGregor right here at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. Live, you can watch it. They got 852 screens, and 632 of them are the size of a drive-in movie theater. They started tuning the main one up this morning when I came in. Super HD projection televisions hanging from the ceiling. Unreal. You got to see how sharp the picture is. UFC 202. No cover charge at Snookers. Come down and enjoy it. Big shout out to Larry Ross, second from the left. Wish you the best. Larry always checking in, just because you don't see him in the chat. I see him on my phone, trust me. Here we go. Rack number 7, we're tied at 3 apiece. Jayson short, and I'm telling you, he hit those with warp speed. I can feel the vibration here in the booth. Warp speed, and Mike says, you want to switch over to another table? Oh, Mike pushes out to the jump shot. Those side pockets are so hard to pocket a ball in. I would let him jump it. I'd let him jump it after watching him, you know, miss a couple of balls in the side pocket. You got to show me. But Jayson says, I'm not taking the chance. Not at 3-3. He says, I'd rather do it. Here we go. Jayson says, I'm doing it, and I made it. That jump shot might have just woke up the eagle. Don't let him start taking off and flying around the place because we've seen what he can do. Does the 5 go by the 10 is what Jayson just took a look at. If not, he'll go up and around. Well, obviously it does, and he played the angle to get back up for the 6. You might see him spin this out 2 rails out of the bottom left-hand corner and come to the right-hand side of that 6 ball. Depends on how he feels. Jayson Shore, 4-3. Again, the break has been a factor. What a big factor it's been, huh? You know, sometimes it's really nice to sit back and just watch the match and enjoy the way that the cue ball is being manipulated around the table. Especially when you're using a measle ball, you know, when you can appreciate English that's being put on the cue. $44. We got a, well, let me show you what we got here. How about this? I'm looking for it, man, come on, before. This here is the position we're in doing the streaming. We're about maybe 2 to 3 foot higher than that. The table right there, at the bottom of the monitor, is the table that we're streaming on. That rail, that wooden counter you see, I call it the rail, is, if I had to guesstimate, maybe 14 and 15 foot long. And you got people sitting right along that rail, which is that far from the table. So they want to watch their local pro here take this down. Against the wall on the left-hand side there, where you see the white picture frames, which is actually the New England Billiards Hall of Fame wall. It's all around the whole room back here. There's people sitting off to that wall there, and there's actually a bar off to our left that you can't see, and we have folks sitting around that bar watching this match. Matt Dechaine says, I'm ready. 4-4, he set the break. All right, see what side he puts the cue ball on. Wow, almost dead center. Watch the 4 and the 5 ball. Taking a shot at both of them. Got to hit it good. Both come up short. 2 ball found its way to 3 ball. Very good. Come up short, but look at this. Wow. I don't believe there's a shot on the 1. I think what Mike's got to do is hit him a little bit harder than that. Yeah, I've seen that. I kind of like that, Steve. That's made so that, like, for viewership, and so somebody, Steve Kurtz is mentioning the 3-cushion billiard ball set. Even they have the yellow balls, with measles on them. It's made for the viewership so that people can see what kind of English is being used. I always said that Sammy Saginaw, if you're a regular, let's say you're just a general public that has no idea about any kind of English that's put on a ball, when Sammy Saginaw does his show, if you're general public and have no idea about English and what it takes for him to do those tricks, you really don't appreciate it as much. But he's amazing. And with measles on him, you now can see it, All right, this might be a hit and stick. I don't know if Jayson can see enough of this one ball to send it 3 rails and leave the cue ball behind the 9 or not. If he can, he's going to find another safety out of it. Cold safety. He's looking behind the 5. Had enough of it. Oh, the red ball has white measles. Oh, that I didn't see yet. Yeah, they already had dots on them. Yeah, now the red does. Wow. Yeah, I just actually read the sentence completely. I didn't realize what you were saying. The red has white measles on it. Wow. That's different. And hopefully it's an Aramis set that we're talking about. Mike back to his seat to grab the jump cue. Safety called. It's not going to get him. I believe he's left a shot. He has. Watch the 8 ball here that you don't hit it. Unless you're just going to hold it up. You don't want to hit the 8. You want to get high on the 7 and play it into the side pocket. Right there would be okay, or a little bit straighter would be okay. Draw straight back. Pool 101 here. Jayson makes it look so easy, it makes you want to throw up, don't it? Any one of these two players do make it look easy. Raymond Kudemans. And as predicted, we're seesawing with the score. It's now 5-4, back to Jayson's favorite. And if it keeps going this way, Jayson will get to 9 before Mike. It's getting pretty close. Mike says, well, let me take a quick break. So we're going to be right back as Mike's going to take his break. And Jayson decides to take his at the same time. Well, you know, since I have a few minutes, I just want to say thank you to everybody again that's been supporting the live stream and promoting it. did thank a bunch of people when I got back to the hotel last night, and I will thank you when I have some time for today. We did give a $80 prize away today, a full pay-per-view pass, access pass to the 14.1 Worlds, Mr. Lawson. And we're going to give away another pass at the Turning Stone coming up, August 25th. One of those days, we're going to give away a pass, and that's the 25th through the 28th. It's not a move to try to get the viewership there. It's just a move on my end to show my appreciation. I wish I can do it for free and give everybody a pass, or just do it for free, but I can't. So it's just it's not a ploy, so to say, to pull people in. It's just a way to show appreciation for what you guys do. Yes, somebody did win the package, yep. LAW. SON, I believe. I do have this. I got it right here. Troy. My ace in a hole. Yeah, Jake Lawson won it. Players are back in. Back in the fight. Both of them are here. Look, what did Jayson just do? It looks like Jayson Shore I think he changed his shaft. So look out for the explosion here. He did it for a reason. He's trying to figure this out, why he's not making a break. You heard him, just like any other professional. They've been looking for that spot, and they just can't find it. So maybe turning up the heat a little bit with a different shaft will crash it. He's breaking from the rail. Man, the 8-ball found the corner somehow. The 7 found the other corner. You know, I don't know, there was the movie a while back where lightning hit a piece of wood, and this guy was able to hit home runs in his career with that bat. And Jayson just put something together that exploded. Five to 4, Jayson Shore. Can he make it a 2-game lead? He's on the run. Little roll up for the side pocket, natural angle to go after the 6 at the top, short cushion at the top of your monitor there. Splits the side pocket, which is, those side pockets we know are treacherous. But he had enough of the pocket, looked like a catcher's mitt, to play the 5-ball in that time. And Jayson on the verge of making this a 2-game lead. And we're going to, if he sinks this 10-ball, which is more than likely, we're going to see that break again with that explosive contraction he put together. He does it. 6-4, Jayson Shore. Poet, and I don't know it. The natural, yeah, Robert Redford, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Pro Popo, for the kind words. Just glanced over at the chat. Thank you. We only try. See the back of that shirt there. It's Ultimate Team Gear, making this, making these shirts. And believe me when I tell you, they're comfortable. Make sure to check those guys out, Ultimate Team Gear, and they're on Facebook also. They actually started out with darts. If you watch a lot of the dart competitions, you'll see a lot of the dart players, the professionals, wearing Ultimate Team Gear, and they decided to get into pool. Let's watch this. Let's watch the explosion. The same place he's breaking from. Man, and he whacked those balls. This time, dry though. So Mike Dechaine has to answer back and start answering back real quick. As Jayson is 3 games away from taking the championship title, taking the belt right here at Snookers. That's true, Troy. I had the opportunity to meet the owners of Ultimate Team Gear in Chicago. They actually made all the shirts for the Atlantic Cup Challenge there, and they were on premises. And they will be at the next Moscone Cup, and their shirts will be worn. Just to give you a heads up. Boy, it could have got real ugly right there. Took some chance. He would have bumped that 8 a little bit harder, and that 8 would have wound up right in front of that cue ball. But now he's back in line for 2-rail position on the 8 to 9, right to the right long rail. Now he's going to play that straight up in the corner, in the upper right-hand corner for position on the 10. And then spreading the lead a little bit more. Going up by 3. There you have it. Jayson Shore right now is the Tiger out of the cage. 7-4, 2 games away from taking down the title. Let's go back to the crash view right here. This time he moves away from the rail, goes about to the spot. He's going to shatter these balls. If he's trying to make the 4 or the 5, he's going to shatter them. He hit him hard. Incredible. Bang, the jump shot goes in. Steve Kurtz, 1-800 my apple. What a nice jump shot. Mike Dechaine in position on the 2. There's a new sheriff at the table. He's going to try to keep control here. Got a new soundbite that just came in from one of the spectators that's viewing online. We opened up the soundbite line to a phone, and this is what I just got and received.
Come on, Jayson Shore. Get that twaddle.
So we have fans for Jayson Shore. We have fans for Mike Dechaine. They're all sitting around Snookers right now. They're viewing online. Don't count him out. Don't count Mike out by far. You know, this is the last match of the 3-day event here, and I'd like to see it go hill. That's just me. You know, players wouldn't want to see it, especially Jayson being ahead now by 3. Shot, Mike Dechaine answering back here, and that's what he's supposed to do. You get control of this table, and you're the sheriff. Maintain control. Something on the clock that far away, Mike saw. Wow. He can cut diamonds right now. Crystal clear vision that way. Mike Dechaine. How do you like that one? Mike Dechaine answers back. It's now 7-5. How about this guy? Jared, the jazz man, Arisamina. How about this guy right here? Look at the focus and determination on that face. Great saxophone player, great singer, great jazz player all the way around. The name fits, the name sticks, and now he plays with a stick, and he's getting serious about the game. Forced to be reckoned with down the line. Trust me when I tell you, it's never too late to learn. This is one of the games, if your eyesight's with you and your health, you know, you can play this game a long time. I want to remind you that AccuStats is going to be bringing us the U.S. Open again. Make sure to check them out, accustats.com. There's a lot of pool coming up, especially Turning Stone right around the corner, August 25th through the 28th. Don't forget, we got the Steinway Classic. First place is $10,000. Going to take place at Steinway Billiards, August 24th through the 26th. Then, of course, we got Gotham City Billiard Club. They're adding $15,000. It's going to be a month of pool once again in the New York City area. I believe the Gotham City Billiard Club tournament also is Moscone Point ranked. And that, I believe, you could take to the bank. Let's watch the crash by Mike Dechaine now. Maybe he picked up something from Jayson. Maybe he didn't. Well, he definitely hit him harder. They're trying. I'm telling you, these guys are trying. Safety called. Looking to bring the cue ball down behind the 9. It's tracking. It's going to bump the 9. What does Mike Dechaine do here? He's probably going to bank the 1 down towards the 10. I don't like it because it puts the next ball in rotation around that money ball, so to say. But I think that's the shot he's got to shoot. Did he say straight in? No, he's banking it down towards the 10. You got to duck that cue ball, and he did. Jayson got to the table before the 1 stopped. Safety called, of course. And nice speed as they go back and forth. Wow. I think you're going to see Mike try to cut this to the left side and bring the cue ball down by the 3. I thought he was going the other way. That's not a bad choice either because the 7 and the 2 are blocking the corner pocket. And the 9. Safety called. Three ball might be called here. The thing is, you don't want to lose the 1. And you don't want to scratch or have that cue ball tuck in behind the 8. Check, hook yourself. I think you're better off playing the safe. Taking a look at this from both angles, and it's a good point to bring across to players that are up and coming. Don't rush it. If it's questionable, don't get down there and question yourself when you're stroking. Do all that figuring out before you get down. Trying to hide the rock behind the 9 area. He got there. I believe we're going to see a jump cue come out. We got to get that autofocus taken off that camera up there. Steve, if you're listening, I asked last time, but maybe you can give him a call, give Eric a call, and take it off the overhead. Mike didn't like it. It means he didn't hide the rock. Wow. Eagle Eye makes the 1, gets a bonus by making the 8. He's going to have to play the 2-7 now. plays it. Jumping for a left-hander from that side of the table is not an option. I don't know if he can go rail first. The way he jumped up, it seems like he can go rail first. Just make this 2-ball. And the cue ball is naturally going to spin that way. Just be careful, because that spin's going to pick up. It's slow. Made it. 4-ball up table above the 5. Now this left-handed shot's okay from this side of the table. And you'll see him draw this or maybe stop right there and take the long. Oh, okay, he's got the angle to go. To the 4-ball he goes. If Jayson can get out here, he'll be on the hill to win it. Taking down the tournament undefeated. To the hill Jayson goes. 8-5. To break. Let's see, now dead center of the table, more or less. And on the rail, he's going to smash him. Man, the 4-ball got kicked out of going into the side pocket, or at least attempting to go into the side pocket. Notice the 4-10 goes around the table and gets locked up with the 10-ball. Excuse me, gee whiz. Oh, he did make one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he did make a ball. Wow. The ball must have went in so fast. I didn't see it. The 8 balls, yeah, it's the 8 balls off the table. Playing the window. With a 2, he's got to contend with this 4-ball. So at one point, he's going to have to try to nudge it apart. Probably use the 3 to do so. I mean, that's the only other ball he's got left on the table. He's coming back out so he can do it. Trying to get that cut shot into the side and just roll down and nudge the 4 apart. Unless he thinks he's got to hit it harder. I don't know if he got out far enough to the left to actually do it. But if you come off the right side of that 4-ball, that cue ball is going to track towards that corner pocket for a scratch. He's got to be careful if he's going to do it. He might just elect to play a safe off of this. Does it go? In the side pocket. Whoa, with the camera. We got to get that autofocus off. Oh, played for the bank, wide open. Jayson Shore on a tear, loose as a goose. Hey, hey, it's not over yet. Don't believe so. Or is it? Tune in next week. Hit, made them both. Seven goes into the seven goes in the corner, nine goes into the side. It should be lights out, unless there's some kind of lights out and blackout that Jayson can't see the shot. Jayson Shore does it here at Snookers and defeats Mike. Nothing to be ashamed of. Mike Dechaine coming in second place in a tough field. Jayson Shore going through the field undefeated. I want to send out a special thank you to NJ Pool player who had been on scene here for the weekend, and everybody that's out there. On behalf of Snookers, AZBTV, the entire staff at Snookers, we want to say thank you. And we'll catch you another time and another way. Jayson Shore, your champion. Gloria Jean. Mr. Tony Robles. Mark Dion. The third annual Eastern State Championship. Take care, folks. If you're traveling, get home safe. We'll catch you at the Turning Stone. Great venue to watch. For a spectator, it's free admission. If you can make it, you won't regret it. August 25th through the 28th, as the photography starts to take place. Jayson once again taking pictures with his daughter. His daughter loves Mike. We'll see you guys.